I'm Sophie, and today I'll be teaching you how to throw a shot put. Now, shot put is an event in track and field, and it's part of the field events. And when you think of shot put, you probably think of Ryan Krauser, and that he does rotational. But there's actually two other forms, glide and setback. And today I'll be teaching you how to do the setback. First off, you need the right throwing equipment to make sure you have an optimal throwing experience. Now we have shoes for gliding around, wrist tape to ensure safety, and then the shot put itself. Alright, before you start any throwing, you're going to have to apply your tape to your wrist to make sure you don't get hurt. Good. So the first part we're going to go into is kind of your warm-up of your technique. So you're just going to get the body loose and prepare your arms and shoulders and body for throwing. So first you want to put the ball in your hand and put your hand like this. Put your fingers together and create sort of like a net for the ball to sit in. And then put your thumb on the side. So first you're going to face your body towards the sector and then go down and try to throw the ball into the sky. You want to literally shoot it straight up and get as much like velocity upward. And for the first couple ones, it's not going to be too hard because you need to warm up your body. So, and in that one, you really want to focus on flicking your wrist and then shooting your head away from the ball. Okay. This next progression is another technique work. So what you're going to do is stagger your feet, your left foot in front of your right, and make sure there's a little stagger. See how my left foot's a little back from my right foot? So you're gonna again face the sector completely, push your hips forward so your body's kind of leaning back, and this drill's focusing on having your hips forward. So then you're gonna put your arm out, and what you wanna do is focus on pushing off your right leg. Boom, kind of like that. And then you're gonna integrate your upper body into it too, and pull your left arm and exchange it with your right. So it's gonna look something like this. In throwing, it's really important to separate your upper body from your lower body. So this next drill is supposed to help that, because definitely I'm one that struggles with separating my lower body from my upper body, and it's really hard and makes a big difference when you're throwing. So this drill again, make sure you have the staggered feet like you learned in the last progression. And then you're gonna wrap your arm back, and instead of just staying like this, you're gonna push your hips forward, making sure your upper body is staying back while your hips are going forward. That's the separation we're talking about. So again, from our last drill, we're gonna push off this right leg, then swing our arm out and exchange it with our right thigh. So again, focus on the left hips forward, separating from your upper body. Now you're gonna move into the main throw, and this has a bunch of components to it, so I'm gonna try to break it down into smaller, or I guess bigger parts of it that make sense. So first, you're starting facing the back of the ring. You're gonna put the ball above your head and then exchange your right arm with your left arm. And as your left arm comes up, you wanna carry that momentum of your arm down with your knees over your toes. So then, once you're there, you're gonna push off your left heel, raise your right leg, and then fall back onto it. So like this motion. And then once you're there, you're gonna pick up your left foot, and then boom, we're there in the position we were there when we were working on our other technique side. As you can see, my left foot is behind my right foot, and I'm wrapped around. So once you're here, you want to do the same exact thing we did in the other drill. Push your hips forward and try to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. And then same thing. Boom, boom. Okay. Now you gotta put all these pieces together into one full throw. I hope you found all those tips useful, and We'll hone in on your technique next time you decide to throw.